Welcome back, everyone. So the last video we did the client control, and this one we're going to probably be looking at the FOSS continuous. Okay, so we'll be using the same exam. I'm just gonna change the name and the code because the name, definitely has to be the same. And another thing which I did, I changed this to a mock exam because I wanted to add, like, okay, let's see the answers after the exam so we can see the answers and any explanation that is provided. What I'm trying to do, like I said, is to show you a number of configurations that allows you know just gives you some kind of flexibility towards setting your exams. There are basically a lot which you can do, and I'm thinking I'm also going to introduce a banner, a branding banner, and the branding color. I'm just going to choose something here. So this is like it's like a customization for any exam which you want. You could customize it with a subject, logo, subject image, or the company name, company logo. If you're doing something like a job recruitment examination, that sort of thing. It depends on what you want to do. Okay, so I'm going to export this. Okay, it's almost the same thing from what we've been doing since. So I'm just gonna call this mock exam, and I'm gonna click on save. So basically what we're doing is the first continuous. Okay, let's not forget that. Okay, and allow interpayment navigation is currently no. Okay, but I don't know if I need to. Anyway, I think it should be no, because if it's yes, it's basically the same thing. Overrides all the settings which needs to be done. Like I said, it's just gonna be like this. They're gonna see everything at once, and they can jump from one to the other. So I don't think we need to test that. I just want to show you some of the things within the application. Okay, so the mock exam, and we're still going to be using our two favorite students, Joshua Peters and I don't know. I think we should just use these two for now. Oh, you know what? Let me do this too for Joshua Peters, and then for Anna Smith using her 557 ID. I'm just going to use the other two. Okay. All right, so let's try to log in remotely. So we have 5572211 and hidden. So what the first continuous does is that if you have multiple papers to write, immediately you're done with the first one, you're basically forced to start the second. Okay, so there's no waiting, there's no break. Okay, so this is the branding which we talked about. You could use your branding color and then your logo, but the thing is there are some restrictions to that, and the image must not be more than 500 kilobytes, the image which you use. Okay, the width must not be more than 600 pixels. This is to cater for smaller screens. Okay, and then the image height must not be more than 140 pixels. Well, at least so that we can have enough screen real estate to show important things, other important things here, like the description and instruction, and then the exam contents as well. You understand? All right. So let us log in. This should be Josh79 and hidden. So they're both taking the mock exams, but two subjects, both of them, but different subjects. So it's just about the same thing. Okay, this is the branding information that you could always add to your exam if you want to do that. So here you're not choosing because it's first continuous. Immediately you begin the exam, you start automatically. Okay, this is another thing I wanted to point out. This is really good. So for questions that have instructions, okay, when you start the exam, you're given 2 minutes. The student is given 2 minutes to read it, and it automatically starts. Okay, If they want to start the exam by themselves, they can actually start it, but they cannot change the paper which they start with. Okay, the very first paper, the way it's organized, okay, the way it is, that's exactly the way they are going to take it. So they're given 2 minutes to read the instruction, but if they can finish reading the instruction in time, they can always begin the paper. Okay, so that's what happens in that case, and that's really a good thing. I almost forgot, I really wanted to point out. Okay, so it's just basically the same thing we've done, so we're just gonna go through with this real quick. And so we just show exactly what happens. I'm just gonna put, anything. So if we finish this paper, okay, and so it goes on to the next paper. Now, apparently, the next paper which we're going into is the use of English that requires, because from the design over here, we're saying show description and instruction before the paper starts. So this needs to be shown. Okay, this needs to be shown. And but I'm just gonna click on begin paper, and so we're just gonna pick this, and we'll already believe in. I'm gonna use my keyboard to select that, and C keyboard again to select that, and B. So we can say finish exam, and move on to the other one to say C A, and A, and we'll already believe it should be A. I don't know. So when we're done, we go on to the next paper. I can just say begin next paper because I really don't want to wait. So this should be compilation fails if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I'm just think this should be all right. You get the understanding, okay? We've done this before, so I think I should just pick anything because it really doesn't matter. It's gonna be one of them is gonna be withheld anyway. So that's exactly what happens in the forced continuous. Okay, we're actually forced to move on to the next question. Okay, I'm just gonna reload this and click on this, and then we can see, what we have already. So I think that's about it for this video. And the next one, we're gonna see a few other things which we're gonna do as well. We're gonna touch on the server controlled, which is one that I know that a lot of people are interested in. Okay, see you in the next video.